So, evening all, another night, another adventure. I'm on my way down to Wicklow again. I'm just on the motorway here, simply because it's the closest county to me. I was here at an event last night at an astronomy barbecue, great night, but it turned out to be cloudy, so we never got to do any shooting. So I'm heading back down tonight as it's clear skies. I did want to get my bucket list shot in Connemara, but it was a bit too far to go with risky skies, 50-50, about 3.5 hours down the same back again. So I decided, let's go for Wicklow and get some nice shots. Now, I have a couple of cameras with me tonight. I have the Skywatcher Star Adventure, Star Tracker as well, to allow me to get longer exposures, because this is the last good month. Even though you get it a bit next month, this is the last good month for Milky Way, and then it'll go a bit into October, is alright, and then it kind of fades off. So tonight I am after Milky Way, but I might go for a couple of deep sky objects. I might go for a bit of a star trail, who knows. But there's plenty of things there's a couple of things that I would really like to shoot, but they're not available just yet. There's two comets out there at the minute. One is called Comet Swan and the other is called Comet Lennon. Now at the minute, Lemon is just a little bit far away. You'd need a telescope to see it. And Swan, it's right beside Mars and Spica at the minute, but it's so low on the horizon that it's too close to the sun, it's hard to see. If you're in the southern hemisphere, you'd see it brilliantly, but here, not quite yet, but it's getting better. And by October 21st, I believe, Lemon's going to be at its best. Also, there's a third comet, one of the Atlas comets. I can't remember the full name of it, but that's around as well. I'm not sure we can get any of them tonight, but of course I will look it up and I will have a go. Also, today being the 21st, actually today is, so I was going to say it's the autumn equinox. The equinox this year is on the 22nd, so tomorrow is the autumn equinox as well. Equal night and day, so it gets dark and bright around 7:30 a.m. and p.m. So plenty to look forward to. Saturn is opposition tonight, completely opposite the sun, which means it's the best night of the whole year to photograph the rings of Saturn. And for the first time in 15 years, the rings are completely flat. They're going to be head on, so if you see Saturn, it's just going to be like a straight line going through for the rings. One of my favourite things to see in a telescope is planet Saturn. First planet I saw, fell in love with it, got me addicted to this stuff. Anyway, tonight I'm definitely after the Milky Way with the astro-modified cameras. Hopefully something nice in the foreground. I want something different than before. You can't go for the same shot all the time, but we won't know till we get there. That's the exciting bit. So come along, see how we get on. So guys, I've just pulled in Wicklow town there. I'm just going to run in and grab a pizza because I'm starving. So I've been on to a guy I know, Trevor Quinn, because I know he's got a shot from a spot I wanted to go to earlier, which is Wicklow Lighthouse. But the last time I was here was during a storm. It was 3 years ago, and I heard that they closed the pathway up to it after that. Now I know there is part of the lighthouse that is rented out to tourists. It's a bit expensive now, but you can rent it out. But the road would have to be open for them, surely. So I contacted Trevor because I know he has a shop from there, and he says after getting back to me, and he says there is a road up to it, but they put new gates in, but you can't drive up most of the way, and it's just a 5-minute walk. So I'm going to Wicklow Lighthouse, and hopefully I'm going to get to shoot the Milky Way beside it. Now there is a bit of light pollution here, but last time I was here was for a lightning storm, and it was incredible. It's a bumpy road all the way up, full of potholes, cliff on one side, so yeah, it's a bit dodgy, but it'll be grand. Can't wait. It's nice just to get to shoot in a new location again. Well, semi-new kind of. I haven't done astro here before, put it that way. I've only done storm, so yeah, let's just grab this pizza first. You know that first feeling when you step out of the car and you look up and you see stars? We have it. It is beautiful. The Milky Way is over my head. It's going that way. The tower I'm going to shoot is over there. It's in cloud. I'm not worried. I haven't checked which way the cloud is going, but it's going to clear. I know it's going to clear. And my plan is to get that Milky Way behind that tower over there, so we need to get around the far side of it and line it up with this. But for the minute, we found a park up. I drove a little bit further than I was supposed to and had a bit of a dodgy turn, getting about a 20-point turn, so I didn't go off the cliff, but I made it. And about a 5-minute walk now. Let's do this. I reckon I'll squeeze through there. One of my tripod legs opened. The only problem is we're having a big star tracker. It doesn't fit in my camera bag, so it has to go into a separate bag. That's okay. I love this stuff. I love it. Come along, let's see. So just really quickly, while I'm waiting for the clouds to clear, I'm going to get a shot of the lighthouse head on with the road leading straight up to it there. I don't know if it's going to show in this because my light is not powerful enough, but there is a lighthouse there with lights at the end of the road. There's a guy asleep in a car behind us. I don't know if he runs the lighthouse, if he's waiting on someone or what. We don't want to disturb him. But the Milky Way is just to the left of this at the minute. Or we may run around just to put it on the right hand side later, just when the clouds clear. But for the minute, I'm shooting on the R6 II. I'm getting my tripod low. I have the 20mm on, so I'm going to try a shot with the 20mm, but then I'm also going to try wider at 16mm. Let's see how it goes. What I'm at the main doing here now, I'm working on a sequence of shots. So I started off in portrait mode, so I had it long with the tower here and the Milky Way there. But I've gone back into landscape and I'm doing a sequence of 5 1-minute exposures like this, then tilt up another 5 1-minute exposures. To be honest, actually, I've gone back to 30 seconds and I've just brought my ISO down to f2.2. I'm shooting at the minute and I'm doing 800 ISO. I'm doing 30 seconds, like I said, a sequence of them. Then I'm tilting my camera up, getting more, and the same again. I don't know if you'll be able to see on the back of my camera there because I have it at a very awkward angle there. Can you see that at all? Probably not. But if I go down through the sequence of shots, you'll see the tower there and it's moving through them. The lights are coming on and off and the tower. I know it's a really awkward angle, but look, I'll show you the photo soon enough. It's coming out pretty sweet though. It's actually lovely and clear now. I'm delighted we came down here. So I'm just going to continue on by pressing my shutter release here. I've just tilted up another bit, 30-second exposures, lock that in, and I just walk away and let it take its few shots. So beautiful clear night now. I was going to set up my other camera and maybe do a star trail or something. I'm not going to bother because there's nothing interesting that way. Our foreground interest is this way. There's actually somebody looking out the window up there of the tower. Hi. Obviously we can see them because we're in the darkness there in the light looking out. They can't see us, but I'm sure every now and then they're seeing a flash of light and wondering what it is, who's out there, you know. It's only us, so we're trying to be respectful and be nice and quiet. The guy is still asleep in the car behind us is travelling away, which I think is totally weird, but I'm not going to say that. So yeah, going to keep going and I'll show you all the shots. So I decided to switch to that 12nm HA filter. I stuck it in the other camera and just did a quick pan out of the Milky Way again from the ground up to the sky, just 2-minute exposures on each. Oh, that's back to the landscape, sorry. So hopefully there's something in it and it comes out nice. I'm going to knock this camera off now. One last quick scout around and I think we're probably going to head off then. I know I couldn't show you as much of the actual tower, like there's people in the place and all that. I had to light it up. You can't do that while there's people staying there, at the paying to stay there. But yeah, I'm just going to start packing up now. We're going to make our way back to Dublin. Shutter release. Camera, put the lens cap on there first. And don't fall off. Star tracker. Switch it off first, that would help. Ball head's going to go back on my tripod, so take that off for a minute. I think the wind's just picked up ever so slightly. I can feel the breeze now. Maybe it's just because I started moving. It hasn't been as cold as I thought it was going to be, but still. I'm going to put all this away in the bags now. We've only a 5-minute walk back to the car, and at least we have it turned around the right way to go home. A cup of tea. I'll just pack the gear away. So I'm actually just going to put that camera in there till I get home because I've already another 2 cameras in there. I have too much. And not me, don't leave home without the tea. Quick cup of tea for the road as I'm driving. Whoop. And overall, not a bad night shoot. I probably only have one shot, so I'm going to show you the shot here now. This is the Milky Way stacked with the tower, and if it worked out, I'm also going to show you the hidden alphabet blended in. So here's the shots layout. Let me know what you think, and until next time. Clear skies. I'm back at my computer here, and I'm just gonna quickly run through the shots that I took. So this is the fourth stack of 5 by 30 seconds. Some of them had 6 or 7 shots, 30 seconds stacked with the tower in them. You can see obviously it's tracking the stars, so the tower's going to be blurry and trailed off. The second stack, same thing, 5, and the third, and I did the same with the fourth and fifth as well. They're all just between 5 and 7 or 8 30-second exposures, all stacked in sequator. Then I also tried stacking the HA, which was difficult. It only stacked the top half. As you can see here, the bottom half didn't stack, so I didn't use that in the end. But it doesn't matter, the reds came out nice anyway. So when I took all those 5 shots and I stitched them together then to give this thing here. Obviously my tower's going to be all over the place, so you need to blend the tower back in from another shot. I did that here. I thought it looked nice, just coming off to this side, a little bit of light on the road, and then I moved up closer as the Milky Way moved over just to keep it, and then I did one a little bit brighter as well just to see which is best. So let me know what you think in the comments there.